In this video, we're going to go through how to write the equation of a line that passes through a point when you're given a line, but we want the equation that we write to be perpendicular. So we're going to do a couple examples to help us learn how to do that. So we're going to write an equation of a line that passes through the point -2, 2 and is perpendicular to the line y equals 2/3 x plus 2. So here we've been given an x1 and a y1. And then our equation, we need to find our m. And so our m is in the m spot, so here's our slope of our original equation, 2/3. And now that we have that, we don't need this anymore. What we do need to find, though, is because we want to have a perpendicular line, we need a perpendicular slope. So remember, that's taking the opposite reciprocal. So we're going to take our 2/3 and flip them. And now the orange, or the 2/3, is positive, so our green one, the 3/2, needs to be negative. And now we don't need the 2/3 anymore. So now we have a point, and we have a slope. And so we're able to use our point slope formula, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So let's plug in the pieces that we have. So we have y minus our y1 of 2 equals our m, so our perpendicular m, so 3/2, times x minus x1, which is -2. And we see that we have double negatives here. So that's like a giant plus sign. So now we have y minus 2 equals -3/2x, and because we're going to, x plus 2. And now we're going to distribute that 3/2. So that's going to give us y minus 2 equals -3/2 times x is -3/2 x. And -3/2 times 2, so it's going to go, that's an imaginary 1 on the bottom there. So 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 1 is 2. And we can reduce -6/2. -6 divided by 2 is 3. So we have y minus 2 equals -3/2 x minus 3. And now we just need to finish solving. So we have y minus 2 equals -3/2 x minus 3. And to solve this, we need to add the 2 to both sides so we can get the y by itself. So we have y equals -3/2x minus 1. And that is the equation of the line that is perpendicular to our given line and goes through -2, 2. I want you to try this next one on your own. We'll start with the setup together. So we're going to write an equation of a line that passes through the point -3, 5. So there's our x1, and there's our y1, and it's going to be perpendicular to our line y equals -3x minus 1. So we have our original m, so we don't need this anymore, but we do need to find that perpendicular m. So I'm going to go ahead and have you do this one on your own, so push pause, and then when you're done, push play and let's see if you were right. So you should have gotten a perpendicular slope of a positive 1/3. And then we don't need the -3 anymore. And then we can plug that into our point slope formula. And so we're able to have y minus our y1 equals our m times x minus x1. We see double negatives, so we can add those together. And then from right here, we're going to skip a little step, and we're going to distribute that 1/3 right here. And so that's going to give us, come in this direction, we have a little bit more room, y minus 5 equals 1/3 x. Remember there's like over 1 there. That's a whole number. So 1 times 3 is 3, and 3 times 1 is 3. And we can rewrite 3/3 as a 1, right? That reduces to a 1. So 1. Then to finish solving, we'll add 5. Oops, let's try that again. We'll add 5 to both sides. And so that is going to give us y equals 1/3 x plus 6. And so this is going to be the equation of the line that goes through the point -3, 5, but is perpendicular to the line y equals -3x minus 1.